Hemp is full of what are called cannabinoids, and I believe there's around 200 some cannabinoids that have been identified. One of the ones that is most famous, of course, is THC, delta 9, and so that is what is actually the difference between hemp and marijuana. So industrial hemp has to have THC, total THC of less than 0.3% in the sample of anything, and marijuana grown right now goes anywhere from say 1% up to close to 30% THC, and that again is the psychoactive cannabinoid that gives you the mind altering feeling. First of all, we have to realize that the cannabinoids are not found in these long, what I call fan leaves. There is, to a certain degree, some cannabinoids in here. It is not found in the seed. It is not found in the male pollen or the male plant, but predominantly on these female parts. And so as this plant is going to mature, there are little hair-like structures on there. They're about like the hairs in a frog back, as they say. And each one of those hairs is called a trichome. And each trichome exudes a little droplet of oil. And within that oil are the cannabinoids. When they first develop, they're a very clear, just see-through type, almost like they're full of water or just a clear liquid. From clear, it's going to turn into a milky stage. From a milky stage, it's going to go to an amber stage. From an amber stage into a brown stage or almost a black stage. Now, research has shown, and the marijuana industry has taught us, that during that amber stage is probably when the cannabinoids have reached their peak, and that is the prime time for sampling. What we're trying to do when we're harvesting for CBD is harvest a molecule, and that makes it extremely difficult. And so first of all, we need to determine when that CBD is reaching its peak in the crop. And the trick is to find equipment that is gentle enough not to damage the trichomes too much, but take just the valuable parts of the plant and not the entire stalk. What we see traditionally in the U.S. model, or what I call the Christmas tree model, is you may see a plant like this, and they're put on 5-foot centers. You can see they're much bushier, much more branching, and the ability to grow outwards. And so you've got many more buds, but all of that is done by hand. And most of those fields in the U.S. currently are 5 to 10 acres, harvested by hand, hung in barns to dry, and then stripped by hand, and those buds are being processed. I think not only in Canada, but also in the U.S., that we're seeing the move towards a crop that has much more of a palm tree type look, still has that cannabinoid profile that's higher, is stable with regards to THC, but we can use mechanized equipment.